going to play some old games today. I'm going to move this up here. Yeah, that's not going to really work over there. So let's move it over here. It'll work better right here, anyways. Especially for this game. So we are going to play an old game that I grew up playing today. We're going to play some Roller Coaster Tycoon. So I can't do very much in the terms of tabbing out um, once I'm in the game because my computer goes stupid for about 20 minutes afterwards. I've started playing this on stream a while back, but I feel like playing it some more today. It doesn't look like it's picking up any sound whatsoever for it. So let me turn the volume up on the game. Hey, Sinka. Is that better? I shouldn't sound far away. I'm getting a cold. That's about all that I know that's going on. Fun of weather shifting on you. I've done a lot on this game, but I haven't at the same time. I grew up playing this game. I think I actually have a save on this. Yeah, I'll just make a new. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Shoot. Better-ish. Okay. Well, it's really about all I can do because if I tab out of this game, I can't click on anything. Because it's that old of a game. I've been playing a lot of this by myself here lately, anyways. Figured might as well stream it. Let's see. Try tabbing out and see if it will. Let me put this up first. Try tabbing out and do something else, like raising up my mic volume, but I've got it cranked up as far as it will go on my actual mic. Of course I ran out of cash. Why wouldn't I run out of cash, right? Mic is $1.50. Open. Okay. See if I can adjust that a little bit more. Yeah, it's not cooperating like normal. Yeah, a lot of my older games are like this. They don't let you do anything when you tab out. So I'll just talk a little bit louder, okay? It's really about all I can do at this point is talk a little bit louder. Wait, what do I have to do on this one? 1,000 guests. October year 3. So it's October year 1 right now. Wish there was a way I could speed up time on this one. unfortunately, that's the way these games were. And this game's from late 90s, early 2000s. Tabbing out was not a thing back then. Like I need to do promo. Let's do free rides on the Ferris wheel because I think that Ferris wheel's only getting 10 cents per person. 50 cents per person. I can handle that. It's not Senka. This game is that old. It is that old. All I can do is, oh, window is an option. Oh, okay, that does work. Okay. Well, it works on some things. It works on my volume mixer, and that's it. And now it's so tiny, I can't see. Okay, I gotta take it back full screen. Okay, and now everything is tiny. Okay, that's more like it. A window mode's an option, but it won't let. Yeah, it literally. This is full screen mode, and window mode, it literally makes it a tiny little box, and I can't make it any bigger. And it still doesn't let me mess with anything. It's just that old of a game, I guess. And change the resolution or make it window mode, and that's it. But it won't let me change anything that's not a part of the game. Yay! Pay back some loan. How much am I charging people to come in? $5. No wonder. Come on. $10. $10 per person now. Yeah, I get you there, Cinca. I'm about the same way myself. If I don't have my glasses or have contacts in, I'm pretty much screwed. The last time I went to the eye doctor, both of my eyes were negative 600. I'm gonna have to get some more trash cans down. I can be in trash. Ooh, water slide. Yeah, let's build the water slide. I'm gonna have to borrow some money to build the water slide, but that's doable. Can only borrow 15,000. Okay. It might be better if I just build a custom one because all these stupid trees. So it's not a good place to have it. space for the slide to come back in. So let's pop these. Right here would be a goodish place. Okay, up we go. The trees stop getting in the way. Too high for supports. Okay. Let's turn. Yeah, mine can't be either. I could not get LASIK if they wanted me to because they see me as a bad candidate for it. Number one, because my eyes are so bad. And number two, I'm a wiggle worm. Tree. Another. It's at 15, I'm up at 24, so you need to go down. More trees in the way. Dang it. I need to go further. Go backwards. Perfect. Almost. Nope, I need to hire another mechanic. Okay, that didn't seem too bad. Max speed was only 33. That might be interesting to some people. maybe? Come on, give me my stats. Waiting on these stats is always the worst part. Go ahead and make my lawn. Oh, and somebody just barked. Oh, people are already jumping in lawn. Pay back all this money. Only spent 4,000 on that. That's not too bad. Kinda, sorta. I've never really take time to put anything together. And I've been streaming off and on for year and a half. I took a pretty long break because of the puppy. I was streaming. Oh gosh, how often was I streaming? I was streaming like 4 or 5 days a week at one point, and I just was burning out. So I was like, I can't stream like this anymore. I need to cut back a little bit. So then it became stream whenever I felt like it. Honestly, I stream more for me than I do anybody else, though. And I stream on. I make. I, I'm not an affiliate or anything like that with any of the platforms. That way, I can stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not an affiliate or anything like that. I, when I, I had the opportunity to be an affiliate at one point, but I never accepted it because when I was reading the fine print, I would have to give up all of my usernames if I would ever leave Twitch. And I'm not giving up my usernames for the simple fact it means my screen name, Squeaky Dawn, means a lot to me. Um, for the simple fact that it was a nickname that was given to me when I was a baby by my uncle, and it was something that my grandparents called me a lot, and they're no longer with us. That it's okay. See, if I get monetized on YouTube, if I ever leave YouTube, I don't have to give up my usernames. So, kind of hoping YouTube picks me up. Doubt it, but girl can hope, right? That was because they were partners and they had it added into their contract when they became partners. And you've seen how Corey has struggled to even get to partner. on the edge, but not quite getting there. Ninja renegotiated his contract about 10 different times when he was working with Twitch. Yeah, well, it's a little too late for that. Because I have it the same when, like, everything. Probably. The big probably there. Wish I didn't have to work tomorrow. And now my people are getting lost. How are they getting lost over here? It's literally a straight stretch. Invoke, invoke tasks. I do. Ooh. Now I can make people really get lost. I have made mazes before on this game. That was like 3/4 of the size of the entire map. Mm, just to say I could. It's always funny too, because people would be lost for days trying to find the exit. But I think I'm gonna be nice this time and just make a tiny maze. One dead end in the whole maze. Rotate and put the entrance there. Here. Okay, my tiny maze is done. And I'm gonna make them pay $1 a person to walk through my tiny maze. And I can have 16 people in it at once. Oh, I played Sims. I played this. This was actually one of the very first computer games my parents let us play. And we had a bootlegged copy of it. George is lost and can't find the park exit. Well, George, there's the park exit. Yeah, over the years they produced Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, which was better than this one. And then they made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which wasn't that great. And then they tried to revive it a few years after that and made Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and it never got out of early access on Steam. I don't think I ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, if they did ever make it. I can't remember if they ever made it or if it was just Roller Coaster Tycoon World. Mm, okay. Hire another mechanic. But Roller Coaster Roller Coaster Tycoon World was garbage. I had it. I actually got it for a Christmas present, and it was not good. It was not good at all. Water slide's popular. Let's raise it by 50 cents. Maybe make a little extra money off of it. Really? Another mechanic? Mechanics are getting lost, apparently. Okay. Here's that my janitors are doing a pretty good job keeping the ground clean. Oh, there's some poop back there. One, four. I always have one of them that does not mow grass in these levels. Seriously? Why? Why are none of my mechanics getting to the flipping go-karts? Oh, wait. That's the exit for the go-kart. Where does it come out at? Alexa, stop. Okay, let's turn all these back on so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, no doubt it hasn't been fixed. It wasn't connected to anything. Yeah. Yeah, I told my Alexa to stop. I had a timer to go off for my laundry. I'm not too worried about it right now, honestly. Okay, here's something. My clothes are in the washer. But I also have a load that's in the dryer, and I'm like, Ed, I don't feel like pulling them out right now. It's a wet, rainy Sunday here, so feeling a little bit lazy. So wait, there we go. There's more trash. Time for more trash cans. Right there. And I'll put some benches up here. And another trash can right there. I wish. It started raining here about 10:30, 11 last night. It started storming, and my dog isn't the biggest, well, not my dog, my pup. She's not the biggest fan of storms. So I ended up having to hold her a good bit. It isn't very easy when she's like a 45-pound golden retriever right now. That's all legs. She weighs less than my pit, but she's taller than my pit now. But my husband, he had to take a job in Kentucky, so he's down there most of the time now. And he took our pit with him because she was fully bonded with him. Like, she would breathe and not eat for days when he wasn't home. And I just felt terrible about that, so he went ahead and took her down there. And now I got the pup. But it's a lot easier right now where it's just the pup and not both of them, because when Jersey was here, it was rough. Because Clover the pup, she would go pester Jersey the pit. And I would have to constantly break them up. And I couldn't keep any stuffed animals or anything, any plushy dog toys around for Clover, because Jersey would destroy them in 5 seconds. She was like Duke when it comes to soft toys. Toys in general, really. But Clover, she still has the very first plushie toy I got her, which is a little lamb chop. And she's missing an ear. Yeah, the only toy I ever found with the pit that she could not destroy was a Go-Nut. And that was a $30 dog toy. She loves that thing. I mean, when my husband went to Kentucky and took her, he made sure to take that Go-Nut. But Clover has taken ownership of the whole house, including Jersey's bed. And she's off to my left on my storage ottoman, staring out the window, cuddling with a stuffed squeaky frog. She discovered my fish tank the other day, so she keeps laying there watching the fish tank and watching out the window and taking naps. Lots and lots of naps. As long as she lets me sleep when I have to work, I'm good. Oh, that's the thing, Senka. That's what my husband does. He works retail. He's actually a store manager now since he got promoted. And we have tried every single dog toy there is. And she still manages to destroy them. Kongs, they don't last no time with her. Literally, the Go-Nut is practically a tire. There was a couple toys that would last a couple days with her, but once she figured out how to rip it, if I'd have a second one, she would shred it. Did not matter what it was. I even had a BarkBox Super Chewer for Jersey. I did a year of that, and it none of the stuff stood up to her at all. So with Clover, I knew that the toys would get destroyed pretty quick. I signed up for the Unlimited Toy Club. So they send 3 toys every single month, and if any of them get destroyed, I can request for more toys for free. So that's what I do. But Clover doesn't really tear up any toys. It's just whenever Jersey comes for a visit, which is a couple times a month. And when I go down there to visit them, I have to uh, leave all of Clover's toys here. A hard spiky. Yeah, I've probably had that one before for Jersey. Um, we couldn't keep a dog bed in her crate with her until she was about 6 years old. So about 3-4 years now, she's had a dog bed in her bed in her house crate. Clover, we can't trust her with a dog bed yet. Um, she destroys everything that's paper. It's pretty comical. She's actually started chewing one of the dog beds. Yeah, it is a little bit lower in Kentucky, but it's not much difference. The one thing that we see that's a big difference is the price of gas. Gas down there is $3.19. That's what my husband told me last night when I talked to him. Gas here is $3.79. I live in a touristy area of West Virginia, so we get screwed over a lot of times. If I go an hour east of here, gas drops about 25 cents to 40 cents a gallon. But it's about the same for everything else. Oh, you're lucky. Last summer, gas prices here got up to like $4.89 before they started coming back down. My job actually went as far as letting a select few of us work from home 2 days a week to help save on gas. The ones of us who lived further than 10 miles away from the office. Although they let some people who lived literally 5 minutes from the office work from home as well. But ones that lived like 5 minutes from where we work, that were allowed to work from home, they also had kids and they had to travel to take their kids to childcare before going to work. Or they had someone who would come in and sit with their kids while they were at work. Luckily, the prices haven't gotten that bad this year. But our major thing that we have in this area isn't until the third Saturday of October. And that is when all river rafting stops for the season. That is basically when everything switches from spring, summer, fall activities to the winter activities, and there's really no winter activities in this area. Um, for winter activities, you either have to go 3 hours northeast or you have to go an hour and a half south. Well, not really an hour and a half. Like, from where I live, it's about 45 minutes. From where I work, it's about a half hour. So it's more touristy in the area where I work during the winter months. Yeah, yeah, that's what she dealt with quite a bit. She had at the time, she had a 7-year old and a 2-year old when we had to do that. So she was having a really, really rough time with that. And she actually had um, the now 2-year old during all the stuff with COVID. So it was really rough on them. Well, luckily for her, her mom was willing to drive nearly an hour each way each day to come watch her kids. Now, luckily for her, her husband was off 2 days during the week, so her mom only had to come up 3 days a week. But she paid her mom gas money and to watch her kids each week. And that got pretty pricey for her. So when she was able to be at home, it was easier on her because of her kids. Me, I just have my fur baby. Oh, okay. Clover just hopped up in the dog bed and I was like, what do you have? I thought she had the TV remote. No, she has one of her chew toys. I have to keep a bunch of chew toys around for her. She's eaten 2 pairs of my shoes. And of course, it's the shoes I wear to work the most. So I already had to replace those. Yeah, yeah, that's not the first time I've had a dog destroy something like that. Um, about 2 or 3 months after we got Jersey, in the middle of the night, Jersey ate my entire purse and pierced my debit card with her teeth. Um, yeah, it was it was like that because I always would grab my purse and head out the door. Well, as long as my pup doesn't realize if she eats my glasses, I can't go anywhere, I'm good. Because I don't know where my spare glasses are other than my prescription sunglasses. And it's kind of hard to drive at dark wearing prescription sunglasses. Yeah, when Jersey ate my purse, she pierced through my debit card. She shredded my purse into a million pieces. There were papers and just a bunch of different stuff in my purse all over the living room that night. I was like, what is that noise? And I hit my husband and was like, go see what she's doing. And he came back in there and said, you need to come in here and see this. I walked in there, I was like, Jersey! Not very happy with her, but luckily it was a cheap purse. Gotta love Walmart specials. That's really the only bad thing I ever had to deal with out of Jersey. Clover, on the other hand, she ate the entire strap out of my favorite sandals, and she ate the toes out of another shoe, and I'm still trying to get her house broken. So that's what I've been dealing with a lot. And then most, well, I have her sign up for training classes at PetSmart. So she's been working on that, but they're not really helping potty training. No, the fishy is not going to hurt you. I'm sorry if she starts barking. The last time I walked into a Walmart, all the blues kind of jarring for me to look at. Yeah, that's actually where I met my husband. He worked in produce, and I worked in clothes the summer before I went to college. Um, he actually, we were both working there at the same time, setting up a brand new store. I choose not to walk into Walmart. I'm so glad that there's pickup orders. I think the last time I actually walked into the Walmart, well, any Walmart, was probably over a year ago. Well, that's a lie. I had to go pick up my grandma's prescription, and take that to her. But you can't really call that shopping at Walmart when it was a $2 prescription and my grandma reimbursed me. And I literally had to walk maybe 100 yards into the store. And wait in a line. And right here where I live, within 30 minutes of me, I have one, two, three, I have 4 Walmarts within 30 minutes of where I live. One of them being just 5 minutes down the road. Clover, do not jump on the fish tank. Yeah, like I said, it's a touristy area. It's also very spread out. So the Walmart that is 5 minutes down the road from me is the closest Walmart for some people in the county that I live in, and it's nearly an hour away. It's just the way that it's spread out. Um, Two of the ones they're about 15, 20 minutes from me. They're in a very, you can't really call it a metro area, but it's more populated. And there's not really a whole lot, especially when it comes to grocery stores. Literally, the only grocery stores over there, there is Kroger and Walmart. That's it in the terms of grocery stores. And most people go to Walmart because you can get everything there all at once. And for the longest time, where the Kroger, where one of the, well, there's 2 Krogers over there, but they're on 2 separate sides of town. For the longest time, where one of them is, it's right beside of the big regional hospital. That was the only place to find something to eat around that hospital, was the Kroger. Oh, the closest Target for me is about an hour and 20 minutes. There's been rumors that they are going to put in a Target in this area, but they haven't done it. They've been rumoring that since I was about 13, 14 years old, if not before then. And right now they're building something in that same area where they said that they were going to put a Target about 15 years ago. I would love to have a Target closer, though. It just seems to me that stuff from Target lasts longer than the stuff from Walmart. more expensive. Sometimes it's not. Um, I shop at the one that's Nairn, that's on, that's not too far from here. Every chance I get, because I can find really good deals there, better than what I can find at Walmart. All the Walmarts we have here are so picked over, it's not even funny. The Dollar Trees are in better shape than the Walmarts here. Clover, leave the fish tank alone. I know you want to eat the algae eater, but you're not eating the algae eater. Oh, I hope not, especially in my fish tank, not in my fish tank. Um, it's a 40-gallon fish tank. She's not the biggest fan of water that I've learned. I bought her a kiddie pool to go outside, and she has dipped her toes in it like twice. She uses it more as a water bowl. Her and Jersey both. But I think Jersey may have been abused before she found us. Um, she was a stray and just appeared one day as my husband was heading to work. And Jersey actually picked out her own name because we had no idea what to call her. Hmm? What do you mean? Did they see you get in? Oh, get in the kiddie pool? Yeah. Yeah, I stood in the kiddie pool and sat in it and everything else. And nothing. I threw toys in there. And both of the girls love to chase balls. Love the balls. And neither one of them showed any interest in getting in, even if I was in it with them. But like I said, me and my husband, we both think Jersey may have been abused involving water before she found us. Um, just because of the way she acts around water. Like, she acts like she can't get enough to drink ever, but she also is terrified of water. She's absolutely terrified. But the pup, on the other hand, she'll at least dip her toes in the kiddie pool, which is more than Jersey will do. Oh, I don't do that. Okay, it's $2. $2. Don't eat until you got a four. I feel like I need to add some dips or something in this stretch here because this looks very boring. I'll wait until the first part gets back and see how it looks. No, that's not my husband. That's actually one of my really good friends. My husband's not a gamer at all. That's my friend Nate. Um, we play a lot of games together. He's actually more like a brother to me than anything. I mean, he literally has like the same personality as my brothers, and he just happens to play a lot of the same games I play. Yeah. Once upon a time, my husband was a gamer, and then we got a dog. um, Jersey is so desperate for attention that she will walk up to you and knock a controller out of your hand. He's a console gamer. Well, he was a console gamer. Um, and he just kind of got out of it. Closest thing to gaming he does now is playing a game every now and again on his phone. Oh, you found a squeaky toy? Yeah, he's a PlayStation kid. I can't say much. I grew up playing Nintendo, uh, N64 particularly, PlayStation 2. Yeah, I played those growing up. Um, but I've always loved playing on computers more because you can do so much more. But we've had computer. I've had a computer in my life most of my life. Like, we've had computers most of my life. The first computer my parents actually got, I think I was like 3 or 4, and it did nothing but word processing, help out my dad with his business. And then as time went on, games started coming out. I remember sitting watching my mom play Doom for hours on end in the early 90s. And then when we finally got the internet, I was like 12 when we got the internet. And that just opened up a whole new world. We had a PS3. We had a PS3 and it crapped out about 6 months ago, something like that. But the only thing it was ever really used for was Blu-rays, since my husband really didn't game anymore. I still have the games. It's just don't have the console. So I had like 2 or 3 games that I played on it every now and again. But once I got my computer, I was like, no, I'm going to play everything on the computer. But I've had, from the time I went to college until December 2020, I had laptops. I had one that was classified as like a gaming laptop I got when I started grad school. Um, but it turned into a gaming computer once I was done with grad school. And that thing barely boots up anymore. That's 9 years. My laptop's like 9 years old now. And since then, I've gotten 2 others or 3 others. No, I've got a Screenbook, and I got my actual gaming laptop that I use when I have to travel for work. And then I have my actual PC. I just wish there was a way that I could turn my computer on when I'm traveling for work remotely. But the ones I got were like 17-inch screens, so they weren't terrible. My newest one, it's a 19-inch screen, and I've got the extended screens on it. I could leave it on, but that would cause my power bill to skyrocket. Because things are starting to pick back up with my job to the point that I'm gonna have to be traveling a lot again. Um, Before COVID, I was having to go somewhere and stay overnight somewhere at least once a month. A lot of times when I had to travel like that, I was gone for at least 2 nights. And actually, at the end of this month, I'm going to be literally gone from Tuesday until Saturday. I have to do a conference. I have to help set up a conference and teach at the conference and all that. And that's a yearly thing for me. Oh wow. Yeah, that's not a surprise. World of Warcraft is a beast of a game. Yeah, my parents are gonna watch Clover for me. I'm taking her over the night before I have to leave because I have to be. I'm getting picked up at 8 a.m. by my coworker who also has to travel for this to help. Um, So I'm taking her over the night before to my parents. Clover still gets car sick, so I have to give her Dramamine before I put her in the car, and I have to wait like 2.5 hours before I do that, just to keep her from getting sick. And then I'm going to pick her up Saturday when I come back through, unless I can convince them to bring her over to me, which I don't think I'll be able to do that. Because my parents, they live 30 minutes away from me in a very, very small town. Like, for them to get to the Walmart that's 5 minutes from me, they have to drive 20 minutes. And the way that they drive, it's actually closer to like 30 minutes for them to get to Walmart. They're both in their 60s. See, what's going to really suck, though, is while I'm gone, is the fact that Corey doesn't stream on Thursdays. And Thursday is the one night I'm going to wish I could play actual games or Jackbox or something. Because that's the one evening I am going to be freed up the most. And then Friday, literally, they've already told us the timetable for Friday. Our day is going to start at 7 a.m. and we're not going to be finishing up until about 9:30, 10 o'clock that night if we're lucky. Maybe. But I'm not holding my breath on that. See, I'll have to go. Yeah, I teach the daycare teachers how to take care of the kids. My primary focus is on babies. So basically under the age of 3 is my primary focus. You would not believe how complex it is to change a diaper properly in childcare. It scares a lot of people. Actually, not really. It depends on their age. If they're under a year old, well, under about 6 months old, then yeah, I will. But after that point, they have already developed a lot with their language ability that they don't really need to hear the baby talk as much to hear the clear enunciation of the words. That's the reason a lot of people baby talk is it's natural because that's actually how they hear the syllables better and the different sounds of the letters. And by the time they're 6 months old, most of the other languages of the world, they lose the ability to hear those different sounds. And there's been a couple times sometimes I've baby talked the teachers. It gets pretty comical when I have to do that. Um, I have to teach a class that is required for childcare teachers who work with babies, and it's a 55-hour class. Like, that's how many hours are actually involved with the class to complete it. And we cover so many different topics, it's insane. And that class can be articulated into college credit because of how much goes into it. It's to the point that some of the local colleges have reached out and asked if I could come teach some classes for them. And unfortunately, because of my company's contract, I can't do that. I wish I could. It'd be a nice bump in my paycheck. And I could do evening class, make it evening classes on like Thursday nights or something like that. Because so with my job, I only normally have to work Monday through Thursday. While my counterpart, she works Tuesday through Friday. So there's always one of us there throughout the week in the office. We're able to get a hold of because we're working. But I would do it on Thursdays because that's the end of my week. Just teach the class on Thursday, be done with it, teach it once a week. I mean, I could do it, but like I said, my company won't allow it. But that might change here before long because my state coordinator, she retired at the end of July and they haven't posted her job up yet. And I think I'm actually going to apply for that position and go that route. I would be responsible for putting together the conference that I'm going to be helping out with in a week. My company, they won't allow me to teach out of college. It's against the contract that they have set up with the state. There's a lot of things I can't do with my job, unfortunately, when it comes to working other jobs. About 3 to 4, never. Yeah, it happens like that sometimes. But even little ones, you can use that baby talk with them, and it helps them understand the different enunciations of words. Work at Target policies, no competitors, for fear of conflict. Change that around COVID. Yeah, conflict of interest is always a big thing, especially with my job. That's kind of the reason why we can't teach college classes and still have this job, is because of conflict of interest. In the area that I live in, my region, we cover 12 different counties. In those 12 counties, we have one university. We have, well, technically 2 We have the technical extension of WVU in my region. Um, so technically 2 universities and about 26, 27 community colleges, plus all of their extensions. We actually have a place not too far from where I work that is an extension for 4 different schools, all in one building. Clover, leave the fish tank alone. I know the alligator is bugging you. It's bigger than all the other fish. It could be easier to teach it at a college. But the fact of it is that I would have to I'd have to create the syllabus. I'd actually have to grade papers, and I have to deal with all of that crap. I taught in pre-K for 3 years, and I still have PTSD from that, and that was 6 years ago. Actually closer to 7 now. This was the start of the 7th school year since I left. But I taught pre-K for 3 years, and I still have PTSD from it because of the number of times I had to call caseworkers. I had to call in CPS. I mean, it was rough. And my husband's like, well, if you don't get that coordinator position, you can always take a job here at the Board of Education. And I'm like, I still have PTSD from working in the school system. I mean, I would probably teach out of college, yeah. Than going back into a classroom with kids. I hate to say it that way, but I would probably do it that way, where that's the only way I'd go back into a classroom full time. Wish my avatar would let me fix my hair the way that I have it. Because right now it's brown and blue. I'd probably have to pay somebody to do that for me because I'm not very good with it. I watch doesn't talk about something. Yeah, I've seen. There's quite a few TikTokers that are like that. I mean, just some of the things that you have to deal with as a teacher, it's insane. I had some kids that the family didn't have running water, so every day their little one would come in covered head to toe in dirt. We would go to the bathroom and clean him up. I had a couple kids that, I kid you not, it was not unusual for you to go look in their jacket pocket and there would be food for breakfast or lunch in that pocket. I had another one, the child was severely autistic, like on the farthest point of the autism scale. And she was nonverbal. She could walk, but she was completely nonverbal. She was still wearing pull-ups at the age of 5. Um, Her family, they didn't really take care of her the way that she needed to be taken care of. My program, we would actually provide all pull-ups for the children that needed them. And we would mark them on the pull-up. That way we knew that they were going home and getting changed. Well, a couple days actually, this happened. We changed her at the end of the day like we normally would and sent her on home, and she'd come back the next day wearing the exact same pull-up, completely soaked, filthy. Like, there were times that we had to give that little girl a bath, which that was extremely difficult because water was one of her aversions. And I had to call CPS on that family multiple times because of situations like that. I had to advocate for that child because her family wouldn't do it for her. And they refused to get any type of services for her. They had 4 other kids, but the one child that they had that needed the help the most, they refused to get them help. And it's sad. A lot of times you run across families that don't care about their kids. They just see them as a way to get money from the government. That's one of the most common things here. It's not uncommon to see a family of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids, and they're living completely off of government assistance. Oh, goodness. That makes it rough, Sanka. It does. Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that. I understand typos all too well. When I don't have my glasses or contacts, I have to literally have whatever I'm looking at like 3 or 4 inches in front of my face, and it's still blurry for me. So I can understand it. There's been times that I've lost my glasses and have gone entire days like that. It sucks. Oh, really? makes it really rough. You have to weigh out the pros and the cons. And those decisions like that, you just have to, you're constantly thinking about them. Like, how's your life going to change because of the decision you made? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, iPhones have amazing accessibility features. Um, but iPhones are also very easy to use too. It's very simplified compared to Samsung. I've been using not Samsung, iPhones. Oh gosh, since like 2010, whatever year it was that the 4S came out. That was my first iPhone, and I use different things from the accessibility menu for different things. Um, One being my vision, because how easy it is to lower the brightness on the screen and to use captioning if I need it. I mean, there's just some websites, I kid you not, if you look at it on your phone, you literally cannot read the font on the page. So I have to use accessibility to let it read it to me. And then it's got like tap assist, and you can even program it that if you hit the button on the side of your phone, I think it's 5 times within like 10 seconds, it will automatically call the police for you. Either 5 times or 3 times, I can't remember. It will automatically call the police. There's a lot of safety features the iPhone has compared to Samsung also. I don't blame you. So you're going to go after the 15. I've got an 11 myself, and I love it. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that makes it a little bit rough. It does. It makes it a little bit rough when you do it accidentally. Then you have to explain, well, I couldn't see you to do it, so I'm so sorry. The Pro Max, oh, good. Yeah, downside to iPhones is that they're so pricey, though. Like I said, I have an 11, and I've had it for a while now. They did the stimulus checks back in 2020. That's how I got mine. Because the phone I had before that, I had a 7. Oh, goodness. I didn't think it would do that during setup. May have just been a different part of setup that I just never really paid attention to. Right at the beginning, trying to sit in dark mode. Oh, okay. It's kind of hard to put things into dark mode when you're trying to set everything up. I know I keep mine in dark mode all the time. S20. Okay. Yeah, it's just amazing how phones have changed in the last even 5 years from where they were. I mean, they've stayed about the same in the way that they look, but they've upgraded in a lot of different ways too. Especially the processing speeds. Some of the phones, they process faster than my computer can. And my computer is getting to the point that in some cases, some people might think it's getting obsolete, but it still does what I need it to. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think that the low level 15s got rid of the lightning. I glanced at it, but I haven't really looked a lot into it. Or maybe it was the 14. Maybe it's the 14 I'm thinking of. It's the 14 because the 14 Pros, both of those use USB-C, while the regular ones only use the lightning. I mean, it makes it a lot easier because it's more universal. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the difference is that the pros use the C3 while the others use C2s. As long as I can still use my key charger, that's all that matters to me because I'd rather just lay my phone down and let it charge than to be stuck to cables every day all day. Heaven knows I've been to enough airports to know that key chargers are the best thing that has ever been invented when it comes to phones. Probably when I finish up this level, I'll end the stream. I have to reboot my computer in order to do anything else on it. Really need to program my Stream Deck to do all of my stuff for my stream. Oh, really? Every year I try to upgrade something else on my computer. So the last couple years, I have increased my memory. I've increased my memory, going from 16 gigs to 32. And then I increased my storage capacity from 4, no. Is it 4? No, it was 3. It's 3.25 terabytes up to 9.5 terabytes. And the next thing I'm looking to upgrade is probably going to be my graphics card. Now that they're finally starting to even back out. And I've got a triple monitor set up. The reason why you keep my avatar keeps looking to the left and to the right is because of my setup. Yeah, I love how fast they boot up. Mine boots up in about 10 to 15 seconds, if that. Actually, it's probably closer to 5, to be honest. Because I do have the processor overclocked. My brother, his is even faster than mine. His boots up literally in a second flat. But when you have the money to drop $1,500 to $2,000 on a Threadripper, then yeah, you get what you pay for in that regard. I will stick with my Ryzen 7 for now. RX 470, 16 gigs RAM, and terabyte SSD. Oh wow, yeah, you did a lot of updates on that one. I've got a 1660 Super for my graphics card. My Ryzen is a 3600. Oh, it's an Alienware. Okay. I built mine. Mine's a custom build. The next thing I do need to upgrade on it though, not other than my video card, is my motherboard because I'm out of slots to add more to it. I think it's a Ryzen 6700. Oh wow. Yeah, my youngest brother, he didn't have money to spend on anything else other than a computer. So he went crazy when he built his. But he was making really good money at the time. Now he's making decent money, but he's doing something that he actually loves compared to what he was doing before. Before he was the guy who went to like all the Lowe's stores and changed out their lighting displays. Kind of like you like to get into video editing, so much processing. Oh yeah, that would be amazing for video editing. I mean, mine's okay for video editing, but it's not the best. I mean, I don't need it to do too much. I just want it to be able to play my games and stream every now and again. Almost beat this. September 8th. As long as none of my rods malfunction and kills a bunch of people, I think I've got this. Let's get a bunch of people to come to the park for free. Let's give them rides on that. Let's give them free food. And let's do a campaign for that ride. Get an advertising campaign for the park and do that's $700. A little over $2,000 for setup, including 27-inch gaming monitor with an 18, but didn't understand how interest works apparently. Oh, ouch. Yeah, all three of my monitors are secondhand. I found them on eBay. No, it wasn't eBay. It was a guy local that was selling them. I tried to go through eBay, and then the ones that the guy sent me, they didn't work. So I ended up finding someone local who was selling their old monitors. And I got a pretty good deal. All three of them are HP monitors. They normally run for about 180 a piece, and I got them all for 60 a piece. So I got three for the price of one. And they're all 24s. Honestly, the only new stuff I bought for my computer was the computer itself, the mount, and my Stream Deck. I already had the mouse and keyboard. I've had to buy some new controllers because they die after a while. 27, I thought about getting a third one, but can't see as it is. Yeah, I understand your apprehension there. Definitely understand your apprehension there. Oh, people are flying into my park now. 20th of September, so yeah, I've almost beat this level. Got to get through, I think, the end of October. Yeah, the end of October. So, got about a month and a half left in the game. And then I'm going to finish up my stream and kick back and probably watch some anime or something. I'll definitely have to go change my laundry over. I know that much. Okay, nobody is going on the bumper cars anymore. See if I'm lowered to $1 to go on the bumper cars. Okay. Okay, a few people. Something more thrilling. Well, that's understandable. It's understandable. Sometimes you just gotta find a nice little hobby to keep yourself occupied. I know when my dad retired, his hobby is annoying my mom. My mom locks herself in the bedroom with their dog and paints. And then goes down the hill and deals with her own mom. Oh, someone. Huh. Well, I think they make computer software that can do that for you now. I think it uses the webcam, and you hook up the webcam and point it towards what you need it to read, and it will read it to you. I know they have apps like that. Oh, gotcha. When the androids were all out there, you may find your soulmate, oh ma. You never know. You might run into them when you least expect it. You never know, you might run into them even watching somebody stream. Stranger things have happened in the world. I kid you not, one of my friends actually met her husband because of me. The guy, well, her now husband, he was actually hitting on me. This was back when I worked at Walmart, which makes it that much funnier. He was working there at the same time I was. He kept hitting on me and trying to get me to go out with him. But I was like, no, you're not my type. Well, I was like, you know what? I have a friend who would be perfect for you. I was like, you should give it a try. I mean, she's a great person. Me and her are very similar in a lot of our quirks. She's just a little bit crazier than me. So they went out on their first date, and he leaned over because something, his car seat cover flicked loose, and he was trying to fix it while my friend was sitting in the seat. She thought he was trying to grab her butt. And she flipped out on him. Absolutely flipped out on him. And was like, who do you think you are? I am not that type of girl. And just kept going on and on and on. I had to talk to both of them and tell them, listen, that was a huge misunderstanding from the other person's side. So I convinced them to go on a second date, and the rest is history there. They have been married, about 14, 15 years now. And they have 3 kids. And it was just comical because just the way that it all went down. It could have been that they didn't stick together after all of that. But I knew from the very beginning that they were destined because of their personalities. And then another one of my friends, she actually met her husband walking into a bathroom. He walked into the women's bathroom, not realizing it was the women's bathroom. Oh, stop with that, Sanka. Everybody has somebody out there. Just trying to find them. Well, here's the funny part. He was the janitor for the place. And he knocked on the door and there wasn't a response. And she was in the bathroom at the time. She didn't hear him knock because she had earbuds in. And those two, they've been married, oh gosh. Well, they've been married. They got married when we were 18. So they've been married about, geez, I can't even keep track. I don't know the answer to that. I think she was just listening to something while she was shopping. Because that's one thing she always hated to do, was to go shopping by herself. So she would normally wear her earbuds while she was shopping. And I guess she just went to the bathroom and just left her earbuds in. And as she was in the bathroom, the guy, I kid you not, he practically knocked down the stall door thinking it was jammed. Because he wasn't hearing anything. I mean, it's a very awkward place to meet somebody, but we were all like, wait, what? You met a guy in the bathroom? So that turned into a very comical situation for all of us. They ended up getting married. They met when when she was 16. He was 18 at the time. And they ended up getting married the summer after. It was our second summer after we graduated high school. and they've been married ever since. They've got 4 kids. Surprisingly, 2 girls, 2 boys. Okay, I'm just gonna save this right here. But yeah, they've been together ever since that. Um, she was grossed out at first, and then when they realized what had happened, that it was just a pure misunderstanding. Yeah, it just went like that. And they started dating probably about a month and a half after that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end my screen here. I gotta reboot my system because it's locked up like normal. And it stays locked up like this for a good 20, 30 minutes after everything. So I'll catch you later, Senka.